Welcome to the Property Talk, where we make sense of the real estate industry. On set with me is a face you know, someone we have hosted before, and their product is that product that many of you should have in your homes. You're using the substandard product, and because of using that substandard product, you're not appreciating it. You're saying in Uganda, you cannot live in glass houses. In Uganda, you cannot have majority of your house glassed because you're using the wrong product. Well, on set with me is Mr. Shabil from Karibu Ventures. Shabil, it's a pleasure having you on set.
Thank you very much, Christabel, for having me over here.
And if you attended the Homes and Property Expo in August, then you will know that Karibu Ventures was one of our exhibitors there, and that if you attended, you were able to get to know what I'm talking about. Now, for you who didn't attend, I don't know where you were those days. We need to talk, because if you weren't at the expo, I don't know where you were. But you have an option to go to their showroom on 6th Street Industrial Area to be able to understand what we are talking about. Because as much as we are having this dialogue today, you need to go down and see, because I've experienced what I'm talking about. I have felt that glass, I have seen it, I have jumped on it, by the way, and it did not crack, it did not break. So that takes me to my first question, Mr. Shabil.
Yes, please.
What types of glasses do you venture with, or do you play with, or do you adventure with when it comes to tampering with glass?
Basically, if we talk about glass, we know it's very fragile, right? So the first thing which comes in mind for everyone is it safe? Is it harmful? Will it, cause any injuries? So what we are concentrating on is, we are concentrating on architectural glass, which is safety glass, whereby if the glass breaks, it does not shatter. If, God forbid, it shatters, it will shatter into small pieces which are not harmful. And now we have come a long way from there. We are also going into more specifications of different type of products of glass, whereby we are giving other solutions of heat and sound also, including safety and security of glass.
Oh, so now you're actually venturing to do soundproof glass?
Yes, that's what we are doing, whereby there was a time where people used to have a very thick glass to get soundproofing. But nowadays, our new products can give you the same thickness in less than half the size of the glass, half the thickness of the glass.
When you say half the thickness of the glass, you prompt me to ask, what is the exact or maximum size or thickness of the glass that you can venture with when you're doing tempered glass?
Okay, in tempered glass, we can go a maximum up to 20 millimeters, a single glass itself. But if you want to add more layers, we can go up to 30 and 40 millimeter also.
40 millimeter is like what size?
40 millimeter is like more than an inch, like 1.5 inch.
That's big.
Yes.
That's really big. So if I went for 40 millimeters, would that be more of soundproofing also, or I would need an external type of glass to do the soundproofing?
No, definitely. The thicker the glass, the more better sound reduction it gives when you're sitting in your home or in your office.
You know, you were the first person in Kampala, the first company that I ever walked into their doors, and I realized you can actually jump on glass and it doesn't break.
Yes.
That was something new to me. I didn't know that.
Really?
And I'd like you to explain to the audience, because when you say it, that you can jump on glass and doesn't break, you can throw a stone at glass and doesn't break. People think that is only bulletproof, you know. So when you talk about that, they're thinking, that's bulletproof glass. It's not just any other kind of glass. So if you can explain to the audience what that means.
Tempered glass, as you're talking about the glass which you have jumped on, that glass has a mechanical property whereby it can handle more pressure than ordinary glass. So that's why in day-to-day use, when you use this glass, it will not break. You can even use it in parts of where customers who come to our office and they want burglar-proof solutions, where they don't want to put those grills, what you call those metallic grills, because it makes your house look like a jail.
Thank you.
So to get more openness, to get security, you can use these type of glasses in your house windows also. So it can withstand that much pressure, whereby the glass, yes, it's not an unbreakable glass, but it's a tempered glass, it's a toughened glass. So
and
it
the
has
heat waves?
In the heat waves, we have different types of coating on the glass, whereby it restricts the type of heat. We can also give you glass which has UV protection, whereby UV plays a big role in fading, in color fading. We see that light comes in, but it fades your carpets, it fades your paints. So we can give you solutions whereby even those UV rays are prevented from coming in the house.
You said something interesting whereby you said it fades your carpet, it fades your walls.
Yes.
No, that's something I've never actually thought about. You walk into a property and you're like, This probably looks posh, but the carpets are fading, the
Yes.
wall paint is fading. Maybe they chose the wrong color paint or they chose the wrong carpeting. Now this makes gives me actually a lot more understanding. The light actually does.
The light actually is the one which works in fading your colors. Let's say your skin, how does your skin get tanned? It's because of the UV
UV
rays,
rays. Yes,
right? So
yes.
in market, when you see those liquids are available, those lotions are available, which have SPF 50, SPF 40, what do they do actually? They prevent your skin from getting tanned. And what tans your skin is UV.
UV rays. So basically, more like you're saying the glass has the same aspect like the lotions that we mostly the female use.
Yes, we have certain types of glasses which we can incorporate in your solutions to prevent these UV rays from coming inside your home and spoiling your furniture, spoiling your floors, spoiling your walls. That's
What
it.
is the process of the tempered glass making, the process of making it, and how long, what time frames does it take for, if someone ordered for glass, what time frame would it take and what's the process to make?
Okay, time frames we are looking at, let's say minimum 2 to 4 weeks, because these glasses are made in specific factories. We have our factory in Kenya, which is a factory running 24 hours a day. The tempering process of one glass is not more than 10 minutes, because tempering is rapidly heating and cooling the glass. It heats up to the melting point and then it cools it rapidly to ensure it gets that strength. And that's where you can stand on the glass and it does not break. But this 10 minutes is for one glass. If you have a house, it has a number of glasses. It has some processes to be done before we do the tempering of the glass. So that's why we give our customers at least 2 to 4 weeks comfortable time so we can deliver the right product to you.
What is the guarantee on these glasses, if any?
Honestly, there are no guarantee on glasses. But with our experience and with the product quality we are giving, if you use it the right way, it can last you a lifetime.
Do you do the installation?
Yes, we do. In fact, in installation now we have ventured into European standard high quality aluminium, whereby this aluminium gives you added advantage to the aluminium currently available locally.
Then do you offer custom sizing? For example, if I wanted a certain size of glass and it's not your ordinary sizing, do you offer that?
Yes, very much. In fact, the biggest size which we can offer in hand is up to 4 meters. But even if you want a bigger glass than 4 meters, we can get it for you. We have the sources to get it for you.
Are there any downsides you'd say to the sizing? Where if you said, let's say, the bigger you go, there are downsides to it. Is there any that you would say?
Usually people prefer to go for bigger glasses because they want more openness to their
Property.
openings, to their windows, to their fixed windows or whatever you say. But there are downsides to it, is because if the glass is not made locally or in within East Africa, the logistical process, God forbid, if the glass breaks, sometimes it becomes very hard to get that one glass. So I would strongly recommend our customers, the viewers, that try to go for something which is available within East Africa. And within East Africa, I would suggest not to go more than 3.5 meters.
Tashabil, as we conclude, would you just give us an example of some of the projects you've worked on that have more of glass as opposed to maybe brick and mortar, as opposed to wood, as opposed to aluminium, anything? Just
Currently, we are working on a few projects, and we have completed a few projects in the past 2 years after COVID. Let's say there are private apartments who need more glass and less frames. So we have worked on those type of projects. They are within Kampala, they are outside Kampala also. A few known projects would be the Lotus Towers, where we have supplied the glass. There are a few showrooms in industrial area. There is the ABC Mall, where we have supplied the shop fronts, which are the same, the tempered, the toughened glasses. Then there are one of our esteemed clients called the Seven Hills Impex. They are our very old customers, and they made their showroom on Bugolobi Spring Road, and that's where we supplied the similar glass. And we have a few projects coming in the pipeline on that same road within the next 6 months. So you'll find these type of glasses coming in very, very frequently now, because now people have understood the concept of value engineering, whereby these customers involve us at the design stage and get the right product at a better price as per their requirement. So now we have solutions of glass as well as aluminium.
How is the use of glass adding to the beauty, to the aesthetic, to the sustainability, and to the development of our real estate industry?
I would say glass is something which brings in the natural light. It has properties to restrict the heat also. So when you are sitting in a room and if you feel comfortable, that is how the industry grows. If you have less sound, if you have less heat, you have enough natural light, you don't need to use your too much of power. That is the advantage of these glasses and these aluminium.
When we talk about soundproofing, I would like to know, because you could give me the thick tempered glass, you could give me the soundproof glass, but then on my sides I have aluminium, I have frames, wooden frames, maybe I have the brick and mortar. How do these incorporate together or enhance each other to give me the full soundproofing that I'm looking for?
Yes, you are very right, Christabel. Soundproofing is not just glass, it's all the building materials combined together. Now let's focus on glass. How will, if you take a very high specification glass, which will give you a good soundproofing, but if your frames are not correct, you are not spending the money in the right direction. So Karibu Ventures has, for the last 3 months, we are working on value engineering, and we have got new products from Europe, from India, from Dubai, whereby you get the right soundproofing, including the frames. So
Nice.
when you seal off your area, when there are sliding doors, there are sliding windows, there are openable doors, when they close, they are 100% sealed, they are watertight, they are, there is a term we use where the dust does not come in. So it's dust proof also, and sound will work when there is no leakage of air. So we try to have that airtightedness.
Out.
Yes, once the air is frozen inside, it will not let the sound come in and out.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So basically, you're giving the whole
Solution. Yes, we are now giving solutions, and that's where I was talking about the value engineering. That value engineering is when you engage Karibu Ventures at the right time. But even if you are late, no problem. We can sit and discuss and come up with a solution. Yes.
What would you love to say to the audience as we conclude?
Those who are making their own homes or offices, they can always consult us. We don't charge you for consultation, and we will give you the right specification and the right advice, the recommendation as per your needs.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shabil. It was
Thank
a
you very
pleasure
much.
having you on set. And to you out there that has been watching the show, I have told you, I've experienced what I'm talking about, and I can say 100% I endorse Caribou Ventures, because I know what, it's easy to sit on the show and say, glass is this glass doesn't break it. So if 75 kilograms couldn't break through glass, then trust me,